Our Minecraft server is provided by Servercraft, offering reliability, support, and performance. Get your own server from servercraft.co.
This episode is sponsored by Guard, who says,
Craft Hub reminds you that the shaft is the best.
And Aussie Convict, who says,
shout out to Minecraftism.net peoples. Love the show, DW.
And Uncle Godfather, who says,
do you want monstrositus? You can't handle monstrositus.
Aldo Zanzibar, who says, creepers just want a hug, but they get really nervous. Frowny face. Toasted Jelly, who says,
no one toasts like jelly, like toasted jelly, when he toasts jelly.
Aleph Null, who says,
after your rage quit, you revenge connect.
Time Stalker, who doesn't say a thing. Mad Mommy, who says,
happy Valentine's Day, Cumler Ranger.
And lastly, our last sponsor of the episode is Darth118 Vader, who says, the Force is strong with this one.
Can't sleep, gotta build. There's a ground that needs to be drilled, and all I wanna do is dig.
From the Dead Workers Party, a podcast about all things Minecraft. Enjoy your stay in the Shaft.
The Shaft, episode 20, recorded on February 13th, 2011.
I'm Brent Copeland. I'm Wes Wilson.
And I'm Eric.
And I'm Eric Fullerton.
And we have a guest today who goes by the name Wolv21.
What's up, guys? What's up, everyone?
What's up?
Pleasure to be here.
Howdy do, stranger.
My name's Wolv21.
Nice. And usually we hang out here and talk to our guest with this music playing in the background, but we're going to jump right into our journey. Yes, and it's our journey. Let's talk to Wolv21.
Yay!
Hey.
Why don't you tell us about your journey this week?
And
this
all of
week.
and explain in detail all 135 videos you have on YouTube. Go.
In full detail. Episode 1. My sound was way too loud. I tried talking over knocking down leaves and it didn't quite work. So a lot of people got mad and they're like, dude, don't you know how to play the game? And I'm like, look at my other 100 videos. But I tried live streaming earlier this week on Justin TV, and they don't really have a Mac podcaster software for it. You have to install like 50 billion different things in order to get it working. So earlier when Eric jumped on, and then Mose and I jumped on, we were building the huge pig on Mount Oink.
That's awesome.
And that's just a massive pig. It spawns so many mobs in there, so I was either like thinking about making some like mob trap in there, but then either to dispense items out its rear end or out its mouth. This is make it really funny, but finally got I rigged this stuff up and we did another live cast last night, and then Wes was on, Bitburner, Luckland from Minecraft Workbench, Co jumped on for a bit, Mose and I, Uncle Godfather. Actually, no, you weren't there. He was working. He wishes he were there. He was working. And it turned into like a 5-hour extravaganza.
He was there in spirit. People kept going,
spirit,
don't
yes.
do that. That would make Uncle Godfather angry.
No, definitely.
Uncle Godfather, sorry.
Godfather. Oh, it's the Uncle Godfather on YouTube, but his in-game name is Uncle Godfather. Mount Oink had to get rebuilt because I had a griever about two weeks ago.
Oh.
So it got completely rebuilt and it's brand new. That's why the new giant pig is there for the kind of like the rebirth of Mount Oink. Also learned World Guard and World Edit to protect the vital area so that they can never be grieved again.
Nice.
So that was kind of interesting to learn, and creeper damage was turned off, so they can no longer destroy people's creations. Because there's a lot of like 8-bit art going on, so we're going to create like the 8-bit land. So it's going to be all like Nintendo, like Mario and Mega Man, Metroid, all different types of 8-bit art.
That's cool.
Going on. And then I had the real life Minecraft version 0.2, which was just basically throwing snowballs at each other, but in like the real Minecraft, like the Minecraft interface, the HUD, but in real life.
That was funny.
We scripted it out and like we're throwing snowballs back and forth.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
So what I did was I created a blue room within Minecraft out of blue wool and used that as the backdrop, kind of like a green screen, but I had to do blue. And then I keyed out the background to get just the HUD and like the snowball actually throwing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
In After Effects, so it was actually worked out pretty well. I'm going to make a tutorial on how I did that whole process.
Ah, fancy.
And what else? Minecraft.net was, well, every once in a while it goes down, so your authentication, you can't log on to servers unless you want to play in single player. Mm-hmm. And Uncle Godfather was over, and because it was down, we decided to do a podcast. So we're actually weekly, kind of mimicking you guys. We're going to do like a weekly podcast just about Minecraft and different links we come up with, or maybe have guests too. So maybe you guys can be a guest on our podcast too.
Sweet.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I listened to that, by the way, the one you have up, and that was pretty cool.
That was completely random.
Yeah.
No, there was zero script. We kind of just ran with it and decided to see how it came out. So
it's actually really not very hard to have a good time talking about this game. It's we a lot of this is just so organic. We like it a lot. So
yeah,
absolutely. And I had an application on my website at wolv21.com for people to join my server because I have a whitelist and I don't want the same grieving problem. So I asked a bunch of questions on there. So I chose 3 people to join for now. And then a couple of weeks from now, I'm going to reopen the application process and invite a couple more people into it. So right now, Paintball Duke 22, Tedinator, and Mad Mommy, you are on the whitelist to join the server. We're sending you an email of the information to join the Wolv21 world and the massive creations we got going on. And I will be choosing more, so don't worry. Don't send a bunch of hate.
I was very surprised. I was very surprised I was magically whitelisted on that server before I even asked to get on. I was like, oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, no, all you guys are on.
Sweet.
Like Brent, you're on too, so.
I need to get on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And I think that's really it.
Very cool. I was going to ask you, you have a lot of videos and you do a lot of the if a new feature comes out, you'll always be right on it. You know, like here's colored wool and here's note blocks or whatever's new, you know, and that's really cool because for the most part, people will either jump into the game real quick, like, oh, I gotta see what this looks like. But better yet, if they're at work or they're at school or wherever, you know, you shouldn't be watching videos.
The live stream went offline.
Yeah, it's like, well, you can just jump on and watch a Wolv21 video where he's doing exactly that. He's in game looking at the newest feature. So I think that's a cool idea. But I was going to ask you, like, what is your schedule for creating videos? Because you seem to make a lot of them. Yeah, I'm kind of like odds and ends between jobs right now. So I have a lot more free time to do stuff. That's the best time. So I keep on top of whenever Notch releases any updates or anything that's relevant, because a lot of people tend to not look in other places for news. Mm-hmm. And they like it when I've got a lot of good feedback for when I release news. Right. And then that just gives me more visibility also for just, you know, having relevant information, like really up to date, like within the hour or 2 hours, or because if it's an update, then I can record it really fast and upload it and it's there. Yeah. So I try to keep on top of that.
And do you do much planning, like when you start a new video, or do you just kind of get in there, see what's going to happen, and then edit it later?
Usually when I record a video, it's off the cuff, unless I have a big project in mind, and then I'll go through pieces of it. But then I also get distracted and do other stuff. So it's like I'm not only working on one thing, I do like almost multiple things at once. So like the giant pig on Mount Oink was completely random. So that was just like, okay, do a live stream and do that. But then I have this secret project that I'm working on, which a bunch of people saw on the live stream earlier. I'm working on this like Eden project. So it's going to be like very like tranquil and a lot of trees and wood and natural looking stuff with a minecart system going to that area. So once that's done, then that world upload is going to be on my website when it's finished.
That sounds nice.
Sweet.
This week I did my first Spleef match. They were building a Spleef Arena, just a fairly small one on our server.
Had you never played Spleef before?
I just never played it. I mean, you know, I've seen it. And
I hadn't played it either.
And
before Wolv21?
Before last night, yeah.
Well, he's got the nice arena, like, and you have the whole thing where you reset the blocks, and I don't know, it just seems very polished, even though it's just a made-up game. But anyway.
Yeah, World Edit, it makes it really easy to do that. All you have to do is just set the 2 corners, and then you just go set, like, / set whatever you want, and then instantly the floor is done.
Oh, cool.
So he uses // That's weird. That's cool.
And so Deck 101 and
Gotta
play, I guess. Asked me if I wanted to play, so I hopped over there, and Deck 101 killed me.
Whoa, that was interesting. Anyway,
I didn't know I needed background music. It works pretty well. Anyway, so while I was out and around, people always wanted to show their stuff. So I hopped over to Angel Shade, had a few things that he'd been working on. And apparently he's been there for like months or something before the server was ever there, because he's got like a huge castle and then this like huge tower, and then he's got this huge like ion cannon or something that has like even the firing pin, and I mean it's just huge. You walk up the barrel,
nice.
kind of gun. And so that was really cool. And then while I was there, Sonic Blast started building a new post office for us.
Hey,
so we really need postmen. If we don't get the robots soon, at least. So if anybody wants to be a postman, feel free to go to the post office and start posting or delivering. And I also learned something new this week that
we'll get Kevin Costner to be the postman.
There you go. And this is my favorite tip this week. How to fix a missing chunk when you come upon it is you just plop down a torch right next to it, and it just instantly appears. I assume it has to recalculate light or whatever for that area. So no longer having to disconnect or anything to fix a chunk. Just put a torch down.
That is incredible.
It is incredible.
Why is this the first time we've ever heard this?
I don't know.
Have you heard this before, Wolv?
Yes. That, and I think there's also a mod you can or install for a plugin for the server end that you can remove chunks, or if there are chunks.
Why didn't you tell us?
You just
you didn't ask.
Everyone else figured it out for themselves.
But besides that, I've just been working on my palace over at the compound area and planning on the compound sections C and D going up in the next couple weeks. So
I went and visited your compound. I like
going
it.
to get larger.
I like it.
Larger.
I like the building rules. I like what people have done so far. I think you've done some good stuff over there.
And there is one person, I'm not going to mention any names, but you claimed a space, and you've got like 4 blocks there. They've been there for like 3 weeks now. It's going to get removed and re-rented to someone else if you don't build something soon.
Ooh.
But that's about that. I heard Eric was playing on Deadmau5's server this week.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that, brother?
Mouseville.com. Yeah, Deadmau5 had tweeted or Facebooked or whatever he does, and he said, "Hey everybody, come on down, let's play, and take a group shot, photos, whatever." And so I'm a fan, so I went in there and everybody's just kind of roaming around some streets, didn't really know what to do, and he's like, jump in the hole, everybody jump in the hole. So I jumped in the hole, and oh my god, it was the biggest, hugest club. It was giant, right? I mean, it had this DJ booth right in the middle, really sweet lighting, like really nice glowstone that bounced off the anyway, it was nice like lighting trim around the sides. Anyway, totally massive, and he's hanging out in the DJ booth. He's getting ready. We're basically just waiting for the server to get more full. He wanted it to cap it out at like 120 or something like that, but there was already maybe 50 people in there or something like that. So we're jumping around, and then all of a sudden the server goes down. Boom.
Wow, dead server.
Yeah, so Deadmau5.
With 120 people, I can see why it would kill the server.
Yeah, probably that. And I waited around, but it was kind of late at night, and I really wanted to see what was going to happen. I'm sure he probably had something cool planned, and maybe something did really cool happen. I don't know. Maybe I'll read about it in Reddit or something. But anyway, so I did that, and then of course I played a little bit with Wolv21 the other day, yesterday or day before or whenever that was.
Yeah.
And you were streaming, and that's when I got to see the actual pig and went up inside the pig. And
I want to see Mount Oink.
It was pigtastic. It was oinktastic.
And I want to see the stuff coming out the shaft, the end shaft.
Little poop butts.
I'll have to plan that out.
And then it can land on like a plate that then plays like a dong.
Nice.
Anyway.
And then, of course, I watched the Machinima Realm stream this week. We'll talk about that in the news section. But I thought I would just say what new mods and texture packs I'm using currently, because I usually don't talk about that kind of thing. So right now I'm using Wild Grass, which is pretty crazy. If you haven't used it before, it's basically you...
is it wild?
It is very wild. A little bit of wacky mixed in there too. It's what it is it's like grass that grows upward on grass blocks, and it's actual little models, like it's, you know, as if it were a flower, but it's strings of grass. So it's, I mean,
so like when you're walking,
over,
there's actually grass above people's feet.
Yeah,
like
it actually protrudes off the grass. So in a real grassy area, it just looks very like
grassy.
You know, yeah, very full, very fluffy,
like grass?
very furry. Anyway, so that's cool. That's called Wild Grass. And then I'm using Moontrain's Lucid Pack for a texture pack. I really like it. It's one of the smooth, more minimal looking ones. And then
so how does that work with the grass though?
Sometimes it does. Well, there has to be an actual like a transparent section for the grass. So if the
like when you have one texture pack on, the wild grass may not work.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's just not there altogether. And then I'm using Girlcraft. Has anybody checked that out? That's pretty funny. It's like super duper colorful pastel colors. Like the inventory screen is straight up pink, and there's like, you know, fuchsias and like turquoise and greens, and it's crazy looking. But I assume probably little girls would like it.
So you're using it?
I just think it's hilarious. I don't know. Anyway, so oh yeah, this is kind of funny. Well, one of the matches you won, Wes. You guys were all on Skype, right? It was a big Skype call, so everybody's talking and stuff, and I'm sitting there listening to it, and I thought it was pretty funny. But here's a little clip of Wes winning. I thought it was pretty kind of cool.
Oh, Wes won.
I am the winner, my friend. Woot, woot.
Nice. And you keep on spleefing to the end.
God, sounds
Nice.
so dirty.
And speaking of journeys, well, you haven't gone yet.
I haven't.
What else did you do besides sing songs?
Well, I rarely go anywhere out of the Shaftlands. I sometimes go to Minecraft Workbench server, but that's really the only places I go. And so it was kind of cool because I saw, Eric had tweeted that he was over with you guys, and I was like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll go and hang out. So I go to the chat room and I'm like, but I mean, everybody there is like, let me on your server, let me on your server, let me on. So I'm trying to find a way to go, hey, look, I'm semi-famous in this whole arena, could you let me on your server without, just being, let me on your server, let me on your server. So, but luckily you guys were like, hey, da-da-da-da-da. So I was like, cool. Yeah. And we got on, and the first thing that they did was they made me invincible, and we just went and killed stuff. And, nice. And Lucklin was killing spiders with his bone. And
oh, that's right. You guys were boning people.
Yeah,
boning mobs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were. I did not bone any mods.
So you're a bunch of boners.
Mobs. Yeah. But then we went over to the Spleef Arena, and I played Spleef for the first time, and I won, and I was very happy about that. And then we started playing with. I got kind of bored, and so I started like making check marks out of the snow, and then all hell broke loose. Just
that was crazy.
There was just craziness.
Oh yeah, I remember that weird hole with lava and water and weird stuff going on.
The cake.
Yeah,
it was like a chunk error of cake.
You're eating your way out of the hole, right?
Who was it? Lucklin that was doing that?
Yeah, Lucklin was doing that.
He was using the world edit to take a big hole and fill it with whatever he felt like filling it with. Like, you know, first he made the hole and we all jumped down, and then he filled it with lava, you know, so we're all like, you know, burning it, you know, and then he filled it with water, and there was but in the meantime, like, there was a bunch of weird stuff too. Like, there was some lava still up on the edge, and when they turned on water, the lava was pouring down over the sides and not turning to cobblestone. Like, it was burning up the water as it worked down. It was kind of cool. The other things I really did this week, but we had a good time. That was a lot of fun. I stayed up too late though. I was up till 3:30. And my kids were up at 6. Anyway, the other thing I did this week was a lot of weird stuff was happening at Spawn. People were building bridges into Spawn and stuff like that. And
yeah, someone trashed my son's house that he built near Spawn.
Oh.
I completely removed it. Didn't like trash it, just completely removed it.
Which one?
It was off one of the towers, one of the sandstone towers. He said he wanted to build it next to, you know, where I was building, so he built a little house. It was off the ground, and I assumed someone just thought someone, you know, just, you know, whatever. But I mean, it was just completely removed, like it was never there, and you know, there was nothing. And he was just like, and he was trying to find it. It was kind of a sad moment.
Oh, that's terrible.
And so I had him come build over it in my palace. I said, dude, you're going to have the biggest palace over here. Don't worry about that.
Well, I noticed someone had built a cobblestone walkway into Spawn. And I just, you know.
You hate cobblestone.
It's not that I hate cobblestone, okay? As a matter of fact, of all the cobblestone walkways I've ever seen, this was a really good one.
Oh.
But what I don't like is when, you know, I've spent weeks making sure that there's this whole theming for Spawn, and then someone says, I will fill it with cobblestone. That's what, you know, kind of, so but I mean, at the same time, we're starting to get to where there's torches all around Spawn now. Yeah. So there's very few mobs coming in from outside. I still wanted the double doors there that's sealed, you know, because I just think it's
kind of cool. I mean, I like that.
Mm-hmm. So, and one of the sets of double doors had been seriously like blown up by creepers because people started building around by the pig farm, and there was lots of shade, and creepers were coming over, and the gate by the pig farm was just totally destroyed. So I decided to fix it. And I don't know if you've ever tried to make a set of double doors with a switch that opens and closes it on both sides. But that's some pretty freaky redstone. Yeah. And it took me a long time. And less to build the circuitry as to get it positioned spatially so that the redstone was delivered to the doors and came from the switches. Like, that was the hard part, is figuring out how you're going to spatially lay everything out.
Oh, yeah.
So I taught myself redstone stuff.
Good.
And that's a lot of what I did. And then while I was doing that, I was trying to repair some stuff that somebody had done around the other door. And I accidentally dug through a block in the water that opened up to the chamber where all the redstone circuitry was for the other doors. And so the water washed away all the circuitry.
Oh, man.
So then I had to do it again.
Man, that's tough. Like, I was having a hard time with the Minecraft rave video. A lot of people are saying, you know, everything about it is fake, you know, all in the comments, right? They're like, those switches don't even do anything, and the way they're oriented, there's no way. And it's like, well, you don't see me flipping the switch and the lights coming on. That right there says it's connected, right? Yeah. But anyway, connecting all these things to a switchboard was really tough because same problem. It's just space, and I mean, just trying to get real creative on, you know, the wiring. Because you have to. I mean, you can't even like one misplaced judgment, and you get a short circuit, you know, between two switches. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah. So then I took the cobblestone bridge and I demolished it and built some double doors over there. And at this point in time, like, I was smart. I was like, okay, I can dig a big chamber under the ground, and I will lay my circuitry way far out with lots of repeaters, and you know, and so that is probably the best layout of all the doors. But I basically destroyed and fixed all 3 sets of the double doors within Spawn. Statue of double doors.
Yes, and then my house got griefed a little bit. Somebody said I had a creeper problem, and a lot of my note blocks were gone and all that kind of stuff. So then I went and I've been like fixing the road to my house and all kinds, just a lot of maintenance. But the main thing was redstone circuitry, playing with Wolv and Bitburner and all them, and that's my week.
See, and I've got a big plan for the server, and I'm going to let everybody know this plan right now, so spread it around. When we do get Bucket on there and plugins, I'm not telling anyone. I'm going to run it just like it is for like a week, except for on the back end, I'm going to have a bunch of anti-griefing checking stuff.
Sweet.
And logs, and we're going to know who all's doing all this crap. Maybe it's already there. You don't know.
Yep.
Might already be there. And we'll just start banning people left and right. All you griefers, I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah. Because there's no point in it. I mean, there was somebody who logged on the other day, and someone had just dug 2x2 holes all over his house. I'm like, really? Really?
Yeah. So, speaking of journeys, we had a journey from the FedEx, the postman from Notch sent us some Valentine's Day gifts. You can see if you're in the stream, it actually says from Notch right there. And what do you think Notch would send us?
I don't know.
What do we get?
Got Swedish fish. Of course.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
So what is this? Swedish fish? What is it?
Send some
Are they
over
gummy?
here.
And then
Gummy fish from
and then
Sweden?
some hearts. He wants me.
hearts.
Notch wants me to be his.
Got lots of stuff here.
So
Little
it's
candies.
soft and chewy candy. Thank
this
you,
is-
Notch.
So this is
That's really from him. Everybody believes
as
that,
you can
right?
tell, this is our Valentine episode.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got hearts all over the walls.
Yeah.
Even though they
some
just
candy
look
now.
like weird centipedes, colorful centipedes going across the walls, but
Yeah.
And look,
you do
I
what
have a
you
heart
can.
on.
Nice.
Oh, he always has a heart on for the shaft.
You're funny, Wes.
So I believe that leads us into something we like to refer to as the
Excavation Station.
You always do the chicken face.
I know.
That's some teamwork there.
Uh-huh. So, this week in Excavation Station, someone sent a bumper in for Excavation Station, which is kind of weird because I don't know why it's weird. It's just weird. And so let's see what it sounds like, shall we?
Excavation Station.
Now, do you listen to these ahead of time?
I do.
I didn't get to do the chicken face on the burp.
No, that's true. All right. Well, then let's see. Wes, you want to go first?
Sure. I know a lot of this is covered by that mob thing, but I started thinking about how much fun it would be. Because I was looking at the giant videos and stuff like that, and I kind of like the idea of dire animals. Basically you make a dire pig, a dire chicken, and I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of cool for them to have some extra stuff, but they're mean and they want to get you.
Yeah.
And they're larger than their compatriots.
So are these actually like animals that are old and big and weathered, or are these like
No, these are
armored up
mutated versions. Basically, in Dungeons and Dragons, a dire animal is a excessively violent, larger version of the existing animal.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Maybe it could be animals that stayed too close to red dust creations.
Oh yeah.
So you switch too much and they go.
Yeah.
And turn
come
them into
eat you.
superheroes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or maybe they ate some poop blocks.
Hulk pig. Pig angry.
You shocked.
So, Wolv, you have quite a list here.
I know. I just thought about this stuff yesterday.
I know.
As I never really thought about like what mods are things I would want in the game. I completely agree with Wes about trains or linked minecarts to put them all together in a chain.
Yeah.
Because when you get multiple people in a server, you want to travel to a location. Like I have like the Sky Railway, which is like a good 3-minute ride from one end to the other end. And if there's multiple people on the tracks, then everybody collides and you wind up going over chunk air and you get stuck. and you have to restart over again, and then people forget to take the minecarts off the tracks. So I definitely think like linked minecarts will be awesome. Or for the powered minecarts, make them stronger, more powerful. Make them maybe with some type of redstone, or make them go like a lot faster without having to use boosters. Because boosters are just like unsightly, and I mean they function good, but it just
they take up a lot of room too and stuff. You know, I rode your minecart track, and you know, it was cool. It was about maybe 30 seconds in. I'm cruising, you know, and then I stopped because I hit some blocks that were just floating on the track. In fact, it was a bunch of pink wool. Why was there so much pink wool on the track that night?
That was most of the night. That was after we finished the pig. He kind of left a trail behind him in the cart ahead.
Yeah, it was a big trail.
Whole trail of like pink wool, like going all the way down.
Yeah. But yeah, I hate that actually stops the train, you know. It's like, why not go through it and pick it up? That would be cooler, you know.
Yeah, that would be cool. I never actually tried that. Huh.
I actually rode on a really good cart system on the Shaftlands this week. F Tempest built a really huge booster-driven terminal system on the Shaftlands, and it is actually really, really impressive if you get a chance to check it out. It is a long ride, and there's actually a video on YouTube as well, riding on it.
Oh, I did see that video. Yeah, man, the Shaftlands is growing.
And that's one thing that I was really surprised by. You know, I usually only kind of hang out near spawn, and in order to go over and see some other people's stuff, I ended up in places I'm like, where did all this come from?
Yeah, it's good. And what's cool is with Bucket, they've got a plug-in where you can actually use multiple maps now.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be able to keep this map around, and you'll just use a portal to go between them.
Wow.
And then we'll be able to do like maybe a nether map too, so then people can go to the nether and get stuff there.
Yeah.
But some real cool stuff coming from that.
Oh, by the way, I had a question, Wolf. This server that you're on now, is this the same server that you had long ago? Like, I remember, I think the first time I'd ever seen anything from you was when you and Minecraft Chick were roaming around, and she was on your server.
Yeah, same one.
That's the same one? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's grown.
Yeah, I kept the same map for the first like 47 videos was single player, and then I instantly jumped to multiplayer, and then that's where I think I'm going to consistently stay there unless I'm like traveling somewhere and I don't have internet and I can't reach the server. Then I'll do like single player videos, but from now on it's going to all be multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
It's just cool with all the different creations going up. Like every single day there's something new. Some new warp that somebody created, or I'll have to create a warp for these new locations because they're so far away.
Right. I remember seeing when I first saw your server, it was like there was fire everywhere. I was like, why is there so much fire everywhere? It's not like all your stuff was burning. It was like, I mean, I understand you lit up the area for, you know, mobs and stuff, but it was like you had fiery logs, just fields of them.
Yeah, I had a border around my original spawn area that was all fire. I forget, it was like 75 blocks wide by 50 blocks long.
Holy
and at that time there was no nether, so there was no nether rack, so it was all burning logs that time. Right. And you have to do it one by one. They don't catch on fire, like they don't jump, because that's what I originally thought, and it totally didn't work.
Sorry, I just read this comment from SDK86 in the chat room, and I love this. The backwards creeper, it explodes and creates a small cobblestone sphere, and it can be hollow or solid with items in it.
It's like a piñata.
Yeah, it is.
Like a piñata.
That's cool.
So
maybe just poops, creeper poops.
Yeah.
And then you open the poop and find cool stuff.
You love poop.
So let's go to bullet point 3 here on Wolv21's stuff.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
in-game games like tag football. Maybe you can throw like either paintball, which you can throw like colored snowballs at people, and then make armor out of wool for like jerseys, like the chest plates. So make them like blue or red jerseys, and then just almost like make the health like hit points. Like you have like 3 tags, or make it a hit, and then that's where it's down, and I'll make like a line of scrimmage, and then you can make a kind of like a football field to get from one end to the other end. I was thinking with the that's for tag football. The paintball would just be like colored snowballs, and you throw them at people, and basically it's just like a skirmish, open field type thing.
I like it.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I do think a handful of simple tools would allow you to create a lot of really great games. Like if you had some kind of temporary markers you could put on people, that would make the paintball stuff work. If you had a set of tools where if something got triggered, it teleported you out of the arena. You wouldn't even have to define the games. You just put in a handful of tools and let people see what kind of cool games they come up with.
Yeah, like Brent, you could have a game where you like shoot X-lax at people. And never mind. Yeah, these are great ideas.
Back to that again.
That's a beautiful face he's got there for you.
What a freak. Anyway.
Going downhill.
Pinata. All right, to continue on. Warp portals, I think they do have mods for plugins, their service. You can do like, I'm not talking about like jumping different maps, but what different sections without having to type in warp whatever, create an actual portal that'll take you from one end to another end. Yes. And link them up.
Yes. That would be a really cool mod tool, like something that you could use to help build transportation in your stuff, but other people couldn't use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see more. Yeah. No, go on. Never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say there's a lot of stuff in the game which becomes pointless because you can dig up anything. I'd like to see more kind of solid stuff, like where if somebody's approved or in a certain, category, then they can lay down an iron door and, the area so people can't just tear down their door. Like that iron door is there now, and they can't just dig it up.
Oh, okay.
Because right now it's pointless to have an iron door, right? Unless you have,
it's more cosmetic right now.
Realms going or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably a lot of the talk that's going on between the Bucket guys and Notch, right? Is what kind of security items need to be built into the game itself to make it playable in multiplayer more effectively.
Yeah, and I think the issue probably stems from the fact that you don't want to give tools to griefers either. So all of a sudden you make blocks that you can't remove for whatever reason. Now a griefer comes in and they just shut down spawn with iron doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You'd probably use like World Guard or World Edit to protect those gates.
Right. Yeah.
Or like only admins can create gates and they can only do things to them or around them. Like make a certain like spawn special area around it where nothing can be done.
If there's any plugin writers out there, this is the plugin I want to see. I want to see where I can have a plugin where someone new comes to my server. When they log in, they have a new spawn spot. Like basically you set off an area that says this is the start of this. And the first person that spawns in, they get an X by X square. You set this in the properties. And then the next person gets the square next to it, and they spawn in right next to it, and they get their X by X square right there. So it continues out just from that point by these X by X squares, and they can build whatever they want there, and it's protected to just them.
Oh, I mean, they wouldn't need a visual aid, though, right, to help them know whose is whose.
Right. It can put down 4 blocks or something that tells you and tells you what it is. But the problem is, it's just like when you have a server with so many people on it, it's just so impossible just to go and go, okay, I'm going to mark you off a territory, and I'm going to mark you off a territory, and I'm going to mark you off a territory. I mean, it's just endless. And I mean, right now the registration process is crazy. Like, I would like to see that, a better way for, an online form where someone signs up and agrees to the rules or whatever, it automatically adds them to my admin, for me. Mm-hmm. Something like that.
That could be part of that same tool that we're talking about, where if I can check into Wolv21 server, and people can check the website and see where I am, if I'm online and where I am. But that could also be part of it.
They do have that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, real time, too. I mean, you look at the map and you see them moving around on the map.
Yep.
But I think it requires a SQL database, too, right? Right now.
Oh, this is per server, right?
Yeah.
I want one that's cross-server. I want a hub where I go and I look through a list and I can add my friends. I'd add like Paul Source Jr. and Luckland and see my list and go,
who's what server you're on.
Yeah. So, all right. So are we getting into the to the calls?
Wait, we've got one more thing done here.
Oh,
something about mail.
Oh yeah, Wes wanted mail. There's a plugin for Bucket that does that. It's called Essentials. It's not an actual mailbox, which would be cool, but you can actually type like /mail to the person and actually leave them messages.
That's pretty cool.
And you can read them in game also.
Let's hook that up.
So let me ask you this: do y'all have Bucket running on yours right now?
Yeah, I do.
Now, I've heard there's a lot of issues with a lot of plugins that are causing lag or just dropping the server, things like that. Are you running into that, or are y'all just finding plugins that are stable?
Just the ones that are stable. Like, I don't have Big Brother installed, that's the main grieving tool. Like, it'll track everything you do, like where you walk, what block you place, like everything.
And then you can recursively take it away if a griefer does something.
Exactly. World Guard, World Edit work fine. Whitelist. My Warp, My Home works. I think I have General, but I have to get the permissions plugin to work, because that's a little bit more robust, and it's linked up with a lot of other more plugins, so you can actually drill down to each individual user to say, like, okay, I want this person to just have this, and you can tweak every individual person, which is really cool. I want to do that next, but whenever you try to run the server, it'll come up with a JavaScript error, so then I just have to remove it and then wait for a new version to come up, or just, wait until Bucket updates or that version of the plugin updates.
Okay. When should we start using Bucket?
I don't know. We've got since servercraft.co is running our server, we're a little more hands-off this time. We're going to have to ask them to install the starter stuff, and they're working on a system where we'll be able to put in the plugins we want on top of Bucket. I mean, it's kind of, I think, part of Bucket to make it easier to install plugins anyway. But they just need kind of like an admin for us to be able to do that.
And what is that company?
Servercraft.co.
Yeah. .co.
Yeah, we forgot to do another server thing at the beginning, so we'll have to add that to the other things. But I mean, the server's been for the most part running great. They had some issues with the My Admin tool. They had to do some updates to keep it from crashing and stuff. But they were on it and sent us emails and let us know what was going on. So that's all. That's what we need, right?
Yeah. Cool. All right, ready for fruit trees?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey there, shafters, I guess. It's Len the Fox here, and I have a suggestion for Excavation Station. I'd like to suggest that maybe a chance of when you're knocking down leaves off of trees, you can get fruit. For example, bananas, apples, maybe that's a way to actually get apples. Oranges, things like that. Then we can actually maybe even plant fruit trees. How cool would that be? Thanks, love your show, watch it every single week. Keep doing it.
Fruit trees.
I like it.
Yeah. It introduces more variety in the forest, and it gives more variety in the food and the stuff like that. I like fruit
and stuff.
Fruit's good.
I have not
And
played
you can
around.
throw it, I bet, too.
Throw an apple or throw a pear at somebody.
I've decided that's one of the next things I'm gonna work on. I have not done any farming at all in the game, or any baking or anything like that. I haven't messed around with food and food supplies at all. So
Yeah. I don't either, really. It depends on how you play. If you're a survivor, or you're a builder, or or just a social bug. Then
Well, and it's like on the Shaftlands, I just spawn cake, eat it real quick, and I'm
Yeah.
So, and it's like it doesn't really matter like what you have on you, so it's like I need to get back to spawn. I just /kill, and hey, there's a pinata of stuff I had on wherever I died. Go wild.
Have fun.
yeah.
That might be a fun game to play. We can all get on and fill ourselves up with like diamond tools and
then boom.
weird blocks, and then we just run as fast as we can from spawn, and then we get after 2 minutes, right? We run for 2 minutes straight, and we /kill, and then it's just a hunt. No,
Insta pinata.
I like it.
okay, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, cool. While you're doing that, let's listen to a new call.
Dear Excavation Station, my suggestion is a 3-block mining cart. So instead of having just one block that you're confined to, you can have either a 3-person or just space to walk that you could shoot out of, or while you're going down your railway, you could attack or even mine diamonds, stones, anything like that. Also, it'd be a lot better for transporting things like pigs, sheep, so you can have a barter system. Also, more hunting implements, because just have to be able to hunt pigs, really. Yeah, not worth the arrows. Thank you, and I hope you answer my question in future.
Cool. All right, so a bigger minecart with more slots, and then you can actually do things in the... I like the idea of being able to, like, shoot arrows while you're moving in a cart. That just sounds cool.
Drive-by mining.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Like, but like digging, like a drive-by digging, like, I mean, if your cart's going fast, how are you going to dig anything unless you're in the nether, right? It's just a one-hit.
If we do get three spot mine carts, I want you to make a new account called Short Round, and I want to be indie.
Oh, nice. Booby trap. Nice. Very cool. We named the dog Indiana.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Well, that's cool. What do you think of that, Wolf? Do you like that? Do you love that idea of the new minecart?
I absolutely love it.
Isn't it great?
Cannons off the side, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, yeah.
A dispenser in a cart.
Yeah, totally. Now you're talking.
Yeah, that was something we set up in the post office that they were building. Is I put a dispenser in with signs in it. So
hey, that's a good idea.
It
So you
just
walk
shoots
up
us.
and is it just like a floor plate?
well, I put a floor plate in, and then he changed it to a button. So you press a button, and it shoots a sign at you, and then you put it on the wall.
Oh, very nice. Nice use.
I
of
love
that.
dispensers.
You love it a lot. All right, here's a call from Mr. Eagle, our friend. All right, here we go.
Hey guys, it's Eagle. Calling in with an excavation for your excavation station. Now I know tower defense has been brought up before in some form or another, but an entire mode or world just for tower defense would be boring. So we need to incorporate it around an event or a set of events, such as imagine whenever we opened a portal to the nether, or whenever we turned on a generator, or say we could at some point go to space, we were launching a rocket ship. An event like that triggered the mobs to want to attack. So you would have to strategically plan where you're going to be doing this and when, and have your community around with you to defend off the monsters. And then not only do you have a tower defense in certain parts of multiplayer, but it's also making you work for things that are more important. Just an idea. There you go.
So it's a world event.
Yeah.
Worst idea ever. You know I'm joking, Mr. Eagle.
Yeah. We need scriptable events, things going on like that. I mean, it's all part of, I guess, like the add-on API, which is coming. I mean, there's got to be people that can create stuff like that when the API comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that world events. I like maybe like a world first kind of thing. I mean, it's kind of like WoW, you open the gates of Anchorage or whatever, but you have some, maybe that only happens one time.
Yeah.
So it's like, boom, a big grand finale, probably live stream it or something, but it only happens once, it'll never happen again, kind of thing. That'd be cool.
I hope if we do go to space, we do it in a big cannon with a giant bullet, like the old movies where they would shoot it.
So you think we faked it? You don't think we ever went to space? You think we faked it all?
No, I'm saying
becomes a completely different podcast.
Anyway,
did you kill JFK? So here's the next one.
It was a creeper. A creeper on the grassy knoll with the crazy wild grass.
It was.
See, I'll work that in.
It was Diane Simpson. Okay, so do a. You want to do this one, Wolf? The next one up.
Toxic Annex.
Yeah.
Toxic Annex. I can't talk. Toxic Annex. Simple explosive. As in simple to make. It can be even Yeah, it can be weaker than TNT. Kind of like a pickaxe.
Okay, so maybe something that only destroys 1 to or a 2 to 3 radius or a 1 to 2 radius,
or just
maybe?
upward, like one direction.
Oh, one direction is cool.
Then just down or all around, and maybe just go like just the ground up.
So it's like a focused blast.
Maybe it's like a paste to like redstone. Like maybe it's not an object. Maybe you could just put down a line of it. You know?
Oh yeah. I like the idea of like one that would have a rare chance of either not going off at all or being like way too powerful. Would that be crazy? You know, it's more like D&D. It's like you botched your roll, so it's not gonna do anything. But you rolled a 10, so it's gonna be like boom. Maybe more griefer tools, right?
Yeah. Paul said Claymore.
Yeah. Speaking of D&D, Red Leader sent in magic staves.
Oh, that's staves.
Staves, whatever. Anyway, it says they do different things based on building materials, such as telekinesis, burn, monster, etc. Yes, I have a wand of fireballs.
Well, you could do the elements. You could have fire, ice, electricity, and fire again. Like, I don't know. Did I already say ice? What's the other one? In there 4? Earth.
Yeah, Earth, yeah.
Oh, well, you're already creating blocks. It's kind of dumb.
We are all gods of Earth.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a way.
All right.
There is no last Earthbender, is that what we're...
Yeah. Here's a good anti-griefing tool. Here, this is a good one.
Hi guys, this is Rupert from Australia. Yep, all the way down in Australia. Anyway, I thought it'd be cool to have a fire extinguisher. You could get the carbon dioxide by leaving the fire extinguisher outside, or you could fill it with water. Thanks. Bye.
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 See you later.
Fire extinguishers. We were going to play a little game long ago. I think Jolly Eskimo was going to do it, but it was like a training drill for firemen. It was like you build a little firehouse station thing with buckets and everything, and then you set something on fire, and then everybody starts there and they go and put the fire out, and like a drill really, and see how long it takes or how short it takes or whatever to put it out. I don't think we actually ever did that though. It sounds cool, but it might not be fun.
Hey, that sounds cool, Brent, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound cool?
Yeah, no, there was a time when he set an island of trees on fire, and it took probably about an hour for the server to like become stable again. I mean, it was just everybody there like got disconnected, and then you like log in and you're just like trying to move your thing where you're not seeing the fire because it was horrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, love the idea.
I think the idea came up before griefers were really a problem. So now it's more like, why pretend when we're really putting out fires on our server, you know?
Okay, Zion Mills wants turrets fueled with coal, arrows, or bullets to help defend.
Automatic dispenser?
Yeah.
Turrets?
Pretty much.
No, I do want it because I've been trying to incorporate these because you can make flaming arrow dispensers by putting a lava block in front of a dispenser and it'll shoot through it and catch it on fire. I haven't really noticed if it does more damage or not though, and I don't know. So,
I mean, if it hits someone, wouldn't it?
I had 12 shooting at me and it didn't kill me.
But did you catch on fire?
No.
Oh.
Seems like it should or something. At least do more damage.
Like a pyro's gun, it should catch you on fire too. So then you have the initial damage, and then you have a damage over time.
Yeah, the constant hit afterwards.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Like eating a big burrito with hot sauce.
Yeah, just like it.
Oh no.
All right then.
Next, we've got Mutant Carrot. He says, "Hi, Shaft. My idea for Excavation Station is coral reefs. Basically, coral blocks would spawn naturally and could be used for low-level colored lighting or broken into sponge. They can be placed on sand in water and would attract water mobs, and you could get rare fish when fishing near a coral reef."
I like that.
I do too.
Someone call Notch.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, the underwater is a little boring because it's hard to navigate, and oftentimes it's way too dark to even see anything. So you're like, well, what am I doing down here? And you go back up to the surface.
Well, and like we were talking about earlier, the oceans aren't big enough either. Like,
Right.
it's not big enough to do these kind of coral-esque things. But if the worlds were made where there were larger oceans and they got really deep, well, then maybe you do some, phosphorescent plants and fish and stuff to light it up more down at the bottom.
Yeah.
And the coral reefs with more fish and different kinds of things down there. And, on his trip, he got his diver certification or trained it or something.
In Mexico?
So he was talking about he's definitely going to put in more water stuff. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, he's been talking about the suit. Yeah, the diver suit, scuba suit, whatever. I mean, I always thought that was a cool idea, but I'm like, well, once you get it, there's not much to explore.
Well, I think on the stream, I think he said he wasn't going to do that, but he was going to do something.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hey, and you'll be Scuba Steve.
Yeah.
Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve.
And that was Mutant
That would be cool.
Should we go to the next call here?
Indeed.
Hey guys, I thought I would share a suggestion of mine for Excavation Station. My idea is your character getting different status effects. For example, if you fall from a high place too many times, you break your leg and it causes you to walk slower. Or when you get attacked by a spider, you get poisoned and your health slowly drops. And the only way to heal these status effects is to mix some kind of medicine or something. Anyway, I'm loving the show. Keep up the good work. See ya.
We've heard the poison idea before, and we kind of liked that one, right?
Yeah. This is like a classification of all of them, I guess. Good and bad, I think. I think it's important to have good effects, too, or else it's just like, whoa, great, more ways to die.
Yeah.
But if you had good ones, it's like, well, you could have the adrenaline rush one.
Yeah.
Where it lasts 30 seconds, but you can run real fast or dig real fast,
Or maybe if you're around, a bunch of flowers, you like heal up. Like the beauty of the flowers makes you happy. So like you take your house and you plant a bunch of flowers in the house, and while you're in your house, you heal up.
You can build a hospital, and then you can go there to get treated and wait 3 hours before you actually get healed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Ouch. Unless you're in Canada, it takes 6 hours. No, like you're digging and you're doing like the power mining, so you're doing it faster. Not just holding the button. Right. Maybe you get a buff that kicks it on, so you do it even faster because you were doing it better than normal.
Yeah, and visual changes too. So multiplayer, people can see what's going on with you. If you're glowing yellow, or if you're green, you're probably poisoned. I think that would be simple stuff to.
Yeah.
It's pronounced nuclear.
Yes, he's radioactive.
Yeah.
Run away.
If you dig up too much redstone too fast, you get a random mutation.
Why do you have 3 eyes?
That'd be sweet. Like a pig head or something.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, what happened to him?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. We have one here from Devin, who says that he wants a cross-cut saw. Cut the whole tree down at one time, but expensive to make as a tool. I don't get why it's a crosscut. What is a crosscut saw?
I think it's one of those big two-hander things.
Yeah,
right?
it's the ones that a guy gets on either side of.
The classic.
Yeah.
Lumberjack style.
Well, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
It takes 2 people to operate.
Yeah, and it's made out of diamond.
So this is not a single-player tool, I guess, right?
And I think that would be legit. See, because I get frustrated.
Pets.
As someone who runs around and cleans a lot of stuff up, I spend a lot of time cleaning up tree remnants.
Just light them on fire.
No.
Like the last thing you want anybody to do.
But that would be really cool is to have something where the whole tree comes down at once. And you don't have remnants.
That would make it easy because you always have to build like towers upwards to get the top.
Yeah.
In order to get all the wood down, and then the saplings just fall because of the decay.
Who here actually wants to see trees fall, though, instead of float? But is that ruining it? Would it make the world ugly if that happened? A bunch of trees laying around? I think it would make it look natural. There are trees that lay down in real life in a forest. I think it'd be cool. You had to jump over them, chop them up.
Well, I think
it'd be cool if all the blocks fell, right? So there would be blocks of wood, like not the ones you normally get after you cut a tree, but say you cut it down and it's the actual tree blocks that are like over on their sides.
Are you talking about like a?
You'd still have to mine them. You'd still have to chop them up.
Like a fallen tree, but it's easier to gather.
Yeah, so it's not like a cactus where it all comes down at once into miniature blocks.
Right.
But, they're big blocks that actually land on the land.
On the land.
Well, a good way to kill people.
Yeah.
Just stand over here. There's cake. What?
Nice.
Tree!
Yeah, but like a saw shooting out of a dispenser or something to cut trees. No, that's a little weird.
Oh, what a nice birchwood.
I wonder if you could put bone meal and saplings in a dispenser and have it shoot out grown trees.
Holy crap. Just blew my mind.
Tree turret.
Yeah. All right. Where are
on
we at?
a
We got one
moving
more?
cart. I think we're on something here.
Brenty.
Oh, do I need to say
42.
something? 42 is the question. Says he wants a compass that points to a block you play so you can always never get lost. So we kind of get this one on and off different forms every week. But I think Notch was saying on the stream that he kind of likes it how it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
So sorry.
That's not going to happen.
It is the way it is.
42 apparently isn't the answer.
Mm-hmm.
That's mean. That was really
mean. I told you I was trying to be nicer. No, you weren't here yet.
Well, let's that is a lot of ideas for new features, and let's move on to some. Should I say what it is? Should I talk about the bumper before?
Hit the button.
Don't talk about what you're about to.
From the Minecraft Daily, news and updates.
And the news this week. Notch's vacation comes to an end as he flies back to Sweden today.
Yeah, he was supposed to stop by the studio on the way, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And we tried to shoot his plane down over us so he would come down here, but it didn't work either.
Yeah, because we're nice guys.
You can't say shoot plane down on the air.
I can't. No, what I can't say is I got onto the plane and tried to blow it up.
I think the FCC is heading down here right now.
Yes.
You can't say bomb.
So he dang. So what was weird was I thought that Notch was going to stay in the States until GDC, but he went to Mexico for 2 weeks, and that was his mother turning 60, and he swung by LA and did the stream with Machinima Realm, or the Machinima, the company, and they did a long live stream for 8 hours that day.
Yeah, something like that.
And it was pretty cool seeing a lot of insights, a lot of little things that, you know, Notch will just kind of mumble, and you're like, whoa, hey, that was big. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Every time he just talks or opens his mouth in any forum, it's always some sort of big thing, you know. I don't know. I just think it's fascinating. Anytime he speaks, you got to listen.
He's like a really nice guy too.
Yeah.
Like
he seems really
I think
nice.
I was expecting somebody a little more hawkish looking, not quite so jolly looking.
Hawkish?
Like you know, I expected, I don't know, like sharp features or something.
Okay.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but
like Hawk the Slayer.
yes.
Did you ever see that?
Oh, no. I was
He was
thinking
very
like
hawkish.
wheelchair.
My name is Crow. No.
Oh, okay. So not wheelchair. You're not talking hawk.
No.
Okay.
No.
So
Very Hawkins.
yeah. But let's go over real quick. I made a little list of things that happened on the live stream. I watched the whole thing, and I'm sure I missed a lot. But here's a couple things I noticed. The in-game machinima tools are in development right now, and that makes me so happy. I've been trying to ask him in different live streams and things like that if this will ever come, and I've talked about it on the show many times, and I'm really happy with that. In fact, you got to see a little preview because Mojang actually made a video to Notch saying, "We miss you, Notch," right? And it was really cool. I had a little blockhead action, and if you notice the very last scene, the camera actually swoops around and goes towards the sign and flies away, and I saw that. How did they do that? We need that functionality. That was my YouTube comment, was like, that was great, but give us the let us do that too. And sure enough, they are in-house working on that right now. So who knows what that'll really be.
Did you notice that they had used better light in the video?
Wait, did they?
Yes.
Holy crap!
They used better light, and Notch has said he doesn't like that, you know?
He replied to you on Twitter.
So I said on Twitter, I said, it's like they spit in his face.
And it's like Mojang. That's awesome. So that's very, very good news. And also, let's see, what else? When asked about unknown secrets in the game, Notch replied, "Secrets in Minecraft only last for 30 minutes." Which is true. You know, when he did the Friday secret update kind of stuff, 30 minutes later, everybody knows exactly what was added to the game. There's 5 threads in the forums, and there's 12 articles on Reddit, and there's 500 YouTube videos. And so he just straight up said, there's no secrets in the game. But I think he should try harder. He should make some crazy secrets.
And I'm not. I don't work with Java, so I don't know. But it seems like if they're not doing some kind of way to obfuscate their code, that people working with it anyway could just do like a diff or something.
Yeah, decompile it
and see the differences anyway, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's unfortunate. It takes away a little of the fun. Oh well. And another thing
Friday update? What?
Yeah, the secret Friday. Also, Notch liked the idea of a metal detector or an ore detector. And they had a little chat about that. And, that's something I didn't really think he would be interested in. Because it's more taking away some exploring aspects. Mm-hmm. I kind of don't know.
But maybe it adds to the surface exploration, right?
Yeah.
If you can walk around the surface with a metal detector, you're seeing more of the world that way. Instead of having to dig down into one spot, right?
Right.
Plus, there's no guarantee what level that minerals are going to be on. You know what I mean? There's like a lot of variability. Yeah. It doesn't have to be exact. And I think that's a good idea.
Well, do you think it'd work like a wooden metal detector where we only get a few layers, and then it works down until the diamond one gets all the way down to aluminium or something?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Like a lapis lazuli.
So and he also they asked him about furniture and stuff, and he was talking about that he likes that
and sitting. The actual
being able to sit.
Yeah, you sit down and your legs curl in, and that's cool.
Yeah, it was kind of funny watching the stream, and they were doing the shift dance so much that they'd get the Windows
sticky keys.
Yeah, the sticky keys would turn on them.
It always happens.
Freak out.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't dance like that. Look at the sticky key.
Yeah, it makes that horrible sound. Whatever. Anyway, fireworks. He liked fireworks and talked about that for a little while. In fact, that was what gave me the idea earlier about the botching a TNT roll. Is he said it'd be neat if say you're indoors or something and one goes off and it misfires and it goes crazy and it actually catches a flammable surface on fire if it hits a house or hits a tree.
Hey Notch, we don't like that idea.
I think it's
that
fun.
part of it. I don't know if we like that part.
But maybe a 98% chance of it actually successfully going up in the air and making a sound and being fun. I think,
and not shooting you in your eye and messing up your avatar.
Yeah.
Or blowing up all your Star Wars figures.
Did this really happen? Also, a new sound.
I used a real gun for that.
A new sound for note blocks. And
what sound is that?
Like maybe a something like that. Something simple.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
But we do have some notes here. Actually, did you guys notice anything you want to say about the stream?
No.
Is that about it?
Just that Notch is jolly.
He is very jolly.
They should have used microphones.
Yes.
That was Brent's complaint.
that was my biggest one.
Yeah, I had my volume cranked up.
Yeah, just and next time you want people who do streaming every week to help out, just holler. We're there. We'd love to play on the server.
We can wire all your people so that they can be heard during their interviews.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I hope someone goes and takes all that 8-hour video that Notch was in and cuts out every section where Notch answers a pertinent question.
That'd be cool.
And I stress pertinent, and puts those in a nice little 4-minute stream of information that we can watch on YouTube.
Yeah, do that. We'll watch it and tweet it out and stuff. I couldn't find a list anywhere. So let's go over the Minecraft dev diary that appeared on PC Gamer, and this is pretty cool. A lot of weird talk about the magic fiddle from the iPad app, but other than that, the useful things are a wooden and cobble half stone or half blocks that are going to be added to the game.
Yay!
More design options.
Yes.
Very fancy. Also, a new save file format. Your world will be smaller, and the file will be smaller.
Thank you.
Therefore, easier to upload and share to your friends and your enemies. Also, if you have an old style saved world, it will be converted to the new style once it's loaded. Very good. Also, a new Minecraft launcher is going to come out. So they'll probably have some kind of like breaking news, news updates like everybody else does, game launchers and a new idea.
Maybe they'll have feeds to our audio podcast.
Yeah. A little shaft action. And maybe an update button. It would be nice because you could just stay with your old version. I like the option of being able to update. And a new block. This one is a redstone... let's see, it's worded here, a block that acts as a signal carrier, much like redstone, but on top of that, it also acts as a repeater and a programmable delayer.
Oh, pretty nice.
Cool. It's crazy.
Because repeaters, I don't feel like repeaters should take as much space as they do.
Right, yeah. It's too much.
Yeah.
And people are really getting creative, and really, the community really wants to make cool stuff. So make it a little easier for them, give it more flexibility, and we're going to see some crazy videos coming out.
With those redstone blocks, you should be able to make vertical redstone connections too.
Yes, the entire block, from what I understand, is going to be the redstone block. So it itself carries current.
Yeah.
So that's very exciting. That means you can go straight up and down and all around and everywhere, and even in your underwear.
Put your left foot in and your left foot out.
Turn circles and close your eyes, and I'm just gonna see what Brent does over there. I'm just sitting here mumbling, and he's just okay.
And then after this update, 30 minutes later, we'll get the secret update and find out what was in it.
A new secret update, 30 minutes later. Cool, awesome. Well, that was a good news-packed section.
Well, no, I was actually just looking at the dev diary. I don't actually I always forget to look at that dev diary, but I noticed on here they had the Minecraft rave video right there at the top.
They did, yeah. They linked straight to it, and also Notch and C-Nanners were talking about the rave video during the live stream.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. It's going on everywhere. Well, give me the new redstone stuff, and I'll make something cool.
And by the way, everybody should go check out. We've got 2 really popular videos. If you haven't seen them yet, you should go check them out on YouTube. They're Minecraft Rave and In Search of Diamonds.
Yeah,
you should go check them out.
And we have a couple in the works, and they're gonna be crazy.
Off the hizzle.
So, any segues?
Why'd you do that? That was just totally unnecessary.
Off the hizzle.
All right, no segue.
Sightings.
It's so beautiful. Oh my god. It's so intense.
You like that anti-segue segue?
Yes, that's a terrible no segue.
No segue.
So, sightings this week. And Brent is frozen in time.
Yes.
Which is great.
It's so intense.
It's a double rainbow.
So we have a couple things here that are... why is this in here? The Minecraft note blocks, never going to give you up, Rickroll. Mine roll? Minecraft roll? I don't know. What is this? It's exactly what you think it is. So yeah, have fun with that video. And then we have this other one called Minecraft is Awesome. This is a series. This is a Let's Play series. It's not straight Minecraft, but it is. They do all kinds of different games. But the thing that sets this one apart is that it's a group of people, 3 guys and a girl, and they're all on a couch, and you can see them all, but in the background you see the game going on, and it's like it's green screened obviously, but it's just the way it's presented. It's really cool.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job, and like the people who, what was weird was, you know, for people who do like gaming videos, they didn't know anything about Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like the guy who was driving the game was the only one who really knew anything. So it was kind of funny watching their reactions as well, not knowing how the game was played.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, so check that out. These guys are, what is their username here? Far From Subtle is their YouTube channel. And then we'll move on to Minecraft Live. And this is cool. This is a blend of machinima, of in-game and real-life stuff. And it's cool how he's walking around a neighborhood, you know, and he's building a house in this little park. But, you know, it's machinima. I mean, it's in-game Steve building in a real-life environment, and it's well done.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And also, you know, this Thursday, there's going to be a really cool video coming out. Not from us.
Oh,
it's going to be a totally live action. Actually, we'll talk about that. If you watch the live stream, they invited some guys in and they showed some screenshots of this video that's going to be released this week. I can't wait.
Cool.
But more about that later. Any comments here? Any sightings for you, Wolv?
There's so many people that are creating awesome creations. It's like if anybody has a chance to get on the Minecraft WB server, the creations they have over there is crazy. If you want to get ideas, if you're stuck on building stuff, then any constructions they have there, it's just absolutely amazing.
Nice.
There's always something new, always something, and it's a fantastic community. I can't speak highly enough about them. They're just awesome. Also, Uncle Godfather's crazy creation. I have no idea what he's making on the server.
So, you have anything in the shaft right now about to poop out?
What?
Is this a segue?
No. I'm just saying if he's working on something. Like a video.
I'd love to get on the shaft. I mean, their server.
Have you ever gotten
we'll
on
get
the
you on the
shaft
server.
ones?
I got you on the, I think on the list now.
Cool.
Okay.
If I might have capitalized the wrong letters. No, I was just talking about if you had any videos you were working on right now that you wanted to talk about.
Right now, no. Just recently, I just released that real life Minecraft version 0.2, which is basically throwing snowballs back and forth.
Yeah.
I will be creating a tutorial on how I did it. It was basically done in all in After Effects and then splicing it all together. So I will release a video about that.
Very cool.
And then I think I'll do a server tutorial on Windows for Bucket, because I know a lot of people have been asking about that end of it, because not everybody has, like, I run Ubuntu, however you pronounce it, for my server. So I know a lot of people run Windows. So I'm probably going to do a server tutorial on how to run it and get that up and running in certain plugins that will work.
Cool.
Very cool.
I think it's Ubuntu.
Yeah, no, sorry, I wasn't really asking if you had to go poop. It's my bad way of asking what was
Yes, it was
what was
very
coming next
weird.
from Wolv. Okay, so I
Those
think
darn poop blocks.
It's time to move on, correct?
Yes.
don't ask, just press.
Resources.
And let's see. We have some. We have another planner. Love these planners. Design planners. This one's called 3D10. 3DTIN.com. It's not really actually Minecraft, but you are building blocks in 3D, and it's all web based. It's like HTML5 or something. I don't think it's Flash, but it's pretty cool. You know, build stuff and check it out. Also, there's a song planner. This one's really cool. I'm using this one. This is a Windows application, and basically, you lay out your song. It tells you what blocks to use, what materials to use to make the different sounds, how many times you right click it, and it has a full keyboard that
That's really cool.
You're making your song, you hit record on it, you play back your song. It's awesome.
That is really cool.
Yeah. Windows only, as far as I know. And
what are you chuckling at over there, Britt?
I'm looking at one that's about to talk about.
Oh God! Did you see the In Search of Diamonds mod? I don't know.
Eric is now a mod. Like, there's now a plugin to have Eric on your server.
If you wanna,
weapon none, damage 0, but follows you on hit. He's peaceful for now. He drops a pickaxe or a saddle. and he recreated Eric's skin on this now guy that follows you around.
Yeah, so it's really bizarre.
It's kind of creepy.
So if you want to beat me up, you can put this on there and find me and beat me up, and as a pinata, I'll blow up and you'll find a bunch of stuff. You know, I think it should probably drop note blocks. What do you think?
Well, I think it
poop blocks.
Yeah. No, I think it should also have an occasional diamond. I think there should be a chance that you'll drop a diamond.
Nice. A little like 2 or 3% chance or something like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I think when it drops a diamond, its head should explode.
Yeah, maybe not. So this is a mod by Super Pickaxe, and we will link to that. I haven't installed this yet. I'll need to. I think it's so weird. All right, and this one here was sent in by Aeonian. This is a big old compilation of mods. If you want to install like 6,000 mods. Well, I don't know how many. There's a lot, though. There's like maybe 50 or 60. I don't know. It's a big list. And they're all updated and everything. So you can find a link to this Minecraft community pack. And apparently they all work together. You know, a lot of work has been done to make them all fit and be compatible. It does put wild grass in there, too. I don't know if the In Search of Diamonds mod is included in the pack, though. Maybe it should be. Or the poop blocks that we got last week was actually a mod.
So we got one sitting here by the Detonator. And I really like this one because I want to try to do this because I think there's a way to obfuscate your own mechanisms on a door without having to switch or something. Yeah. But basically, it's a water sensor switch. So, and basically how it works is, and there's a video that shows 2 ways to do this one. It's kind of a more compact version. But basically, you'll have some plates down at the bottom of a hole with a boat in there. Wait, is there a boat? Yeah. And then you put water in, and if there's water in, it'll close the door, and if you take the water out, it'll open the door because the boat will sink down and land on the plates, I believe. I'll have to watch again and make sure that's how it works.
Yeah.
But, we'll link to that.
And we got lots more here. Anybody?
I don't know any of this stuff.
There's a Deck 101. I don't either, but I can read, so I'm going to go ahead.
I'm afraid to call up web pages on this Apple.
Yeah, Deck 101 sent in a blog. It's Gotta Dig, Gotadig. My journeys in Minecraft. So it's a blog on that. So okay, it's Deck 101's Adventures in Shaftlands. So cool. Might see a new Let's Player out there. That's always new fodder. I love new fodder and old mother.
So this next one's from a boy named Sue. He has a mod to give NPCs jobs.
That's crazy.
Do we know anything about this?
No.
And some of these may be really old with, things breaking and stuff in the whole add-on plug-in mod world. Does anybody know if this is that case or not?
I don't know.
This is Mine Colony version 0.41b farmer open source. Looks like you can have lumberjacks, huts, miners, delivery man, farmer, fisherman's huts, blacksmith.
Oh, he's calling it a village simulator. Wow.
I think we've talked about this before now that I think about it. I think somebody had mentioned something about the village simulator before.
Oh, okay. Well, pretend like we didn't say anything.
Well, no, I mean, I think it's good to bring it back up again because I need a farmer, fireman, a mailman, a delivery boy,
this is getting like old Trade Wars. You remember that? Where you would start playing and then you would just get the Trade Wars helper and hit a button and, leave because it did everything for you.
Yeah.
So you didn't actually have to play the game. You just, installed the helpers. So
I'm CEO. You do this.
Yeah. It's like, at what point do we just, uninstall if that's the game we're at?
Yeah. Well, do you have any resources to add, Wolv?
Just Minecraft.com, because they always got cool links to different stuff. So
Minecraft.
Because Bitburner's definitely the man. So.
Oh yeah, he's the man.
He's the man, but I crushed him at Spleef.
You did.
Crushed.
So, wait, do you have a huge announcement?
I have a huge announcement.
Yeah!
Right now, Uncle Godfather and myself, we're actually in talks with Mojang right now, and we're actually going to be releasing the Minecraft Survival Guide. It's basically going to be a downloadable product that you can purchase, and it's an in-depth tutorial, or basically how to do everything in Minecraft, like the overall aspect of Minecraft, so you can craft anything you want, all the explanations, all the biomes, getting through your first, like, quick start, how to get through your first night, basically all the crafting recipes. So it's like over 120 pages with all images and text along with it.
Nice.
So,
very cool.
Yeah, so if you go to the MinecraftSurvivalGuide.com is going to be the segue for that. So we're hoping to get endorsed by Minecraft. So I'm talking to Carl right now, and hopefully they like it.
Will you hire us to do the audiobook?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll help out any way we can. That's
how to survive your first night.
Well, that's cool. And I see y'all are going to have some affiliates, so we'll hop on that train wagon. Well, it's wood. Why is that? I like that. If you go to you can go to the website now. Yeah, I am on the right website, right?
Yeah, Minecraft Survival Guide. Yeah, I have it's basically you get free tips for now, and you join the mailing list, and then, like I said, within the next week to two, because all the guides, they actually get 5 guides in total. There's Quick Block, Quick Craft for all the crafting recipes, Quick Block, just an explanation of all the blocks, Quick Mobs, which is explanation of all the mobs and what they do, sounds they make, items they drop, and then the full out guide, which is 120 pages of just the game in depth. So if anybody's stuck or they want to get past a certain area or how to craft something or an explanation on what a particular biome is or what it looks like, this will tell you.
Well, very cool. So everybody go there right now, MinecraftSurvivalGuide.com, and sign up.
That is so cool. So this was you haven't talked about this outside the show, right?
No, this is... I've had links in my video descriptions, but I've never said anything about it because I specifically wanted to talk to Mojang first because I want to get them on board, partner with them to release this. So it's looking promising. So
wow,
as long as they email back, and hopefully with Notch getting back if they like the guide. I know Carl liked it, but he said wow from it. But yeah, that's just landing. That would rock.
Nice.
Totally rock.
We are very excited.
Exclusive right here. Well, good. Let's do some questions. But first, a bumper. From John Maz, too.
Awesome.
Wait, is this a listener contribution?
Up next, listener contributions.
It's just short and sweet. Short and sweet.
Do.
Was that a listener contributions bumper?
It was, yes.
For the segment we call listener contributions.
Yeah,
we talk about listener contributions that are sent in by listeners who contribute.
In a world. Anyway.
Chaos Knight 93 says, greetings. I had a question for you guys. And maybe you could give me your input.
On our server,
there's about 10 of us or so, and we all have our own stuff all over the world. Our admin thought it would be fun to do a group project that everyone could work on. What are some things that would make a fun group project?
Talking all at once, that's a good group project.
Yeah, you like that segue? Huh?
That was beautiful. So what is a good group project?
I think roads are good group projects, like big dramatic roads. Things that have a specific pattern that can be repeated ad infinitum.
I found that having something like working on something that's symmetrical is a good project too, because all they have to do is look over at yours and go, "Oh, I'll just make it symmetrical, so I know what to do." But outside of that, it's real hard to communicate someone with a plan.
I think the things I've seen that really work well is kind of areas where you give guidelines, like the Egypt, like the compound, like all the places that have popped up where it's just like, hey, you build in these materials and in this size, and go to town, because you don't have to be there, you don't have to talk to anyone. You just go and remove the stuff that didn't follow the rules, right? Or leave them aside to fix it.
I also think landscaping, like basically saying, hey,
let's landscaping.
Let's take this whole area and clear it out, or let's dig a lake here and fill it in with water, that kind of stuff. Those are all things that can be done by big group projects. Walls, large walls.
Deconstruction, I like that. Remove every block.
Yeah.
Anything that's easy to communicate.
Big tunnels, like you get 4 or 5 people abreast, and you're digging down. You're making subways and things like that.
PG, man, PG.
What do you think, Wolf?
Yeah, simple structures would probably be easiest, unless you have like the project planner who says like, you go here, do this, you go here, do this. Because everybody will have their own twist on stuff. So simple projects, like you said, like clearing out, like remove this mountain and then it's gone. Like easy stuff would be easy. That stuff would be the easiest.
And you can always just go and prove the old adage, too many cooks in the kitchen, and build a big kitchen.
Kitchen.
That's cool.
We got one here from the old magical corkscrew who says, what happened to Spencer? It's not like he's any better than you, but where did he go? Is he dead or something?
Yes, we killed him.
And
so Communist Banana said no.
he actually hasn't been getting on our server because he's frustrated that it's not permanent. Like he wants to work on his big project again, and he's waiting for the other map to come back.
Well, that's and just for anybody who heard that word that he just said, it is permanent. It's not temporary.
Yeah.
Well, no, but it's not.
I know what you're saying, but some people can go, oh, it's not permanent, and then they go and burn down the world.
No. This map is our non-bucket map. So whenever there's updates, this will be the map that comes back until Bucket gets.
And hopefully it will be there with Bucket too. Yeah. It's just it will be there when Bucket's not there as well.
Right.
Also, I think maybe the question might have been where is he, as far as why isn't he on the show?
Yeah, and basically getting too many people talking at the same time on the show, it's just not as good quality, honestly.
Yeah.
And we've kind of found that 4 people is kind of where you want to hit. And also our lack of bandwidth here, it makes it even worse with 2 people on Skype coming through different connections. So we didn't want to have a worse show sound quality wise with 2 people on there. He didn't want to do that. So whenever we have a guest on, he's definitely not going to be on until we get bandwidth down here.
He's our other guest.
Yeah, would you say that there would be too many cooks in the kitchen?
I would.
Okay.
Except for this isn't a kitchen.
The next one is from Communist Banana, who thinks I have great hair. He says, hey guys, Communist Banana here. Many times in your podcast, you guys say that you are all multiplayer guys. However, I think that multiplayer and single player guy don't see ideas in the same way, making the excavation ideas in single players get pushed to the side sometimes. Do you guys think this is true, and maybe have someone that plays single player to help with emails?
So yeah, we totally screwed up. We're sorry. We're gonna just delete all of our shows and start over and do this thing right.
Yeah.
No, I think he's got a very valid point, and I think y'all guys do the same thing, but we try to kind of think of it both ways. But you're absolutely right. There's a lot of times where we just completely forget about single player and talk about multiplayer. The question is, why aren't you in multiplayer?
And the other thing is, probably 80% of our excavation station is from other people. So any single player person is welcome to send anything in, and we'll probably put it on the show if it's not stupid.
Well, and also one last thing about that is, and Notch has said this multiple times, that single player is going to become multiplayer. It's going to be based off the same code and everything, even so much so where you can like visit someone else by going through a portal. So you'll be playing multiplayer even if you decide to be single play. So things need to work in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Wait, so maybe you would go through a portal that only you have access to, therefore being your single player game?
Yeah, basically, right now they're having to basically have two sets of code because one's built for multiplayer and one's built for single play. So they have a lot of overlap, and to kind of get rid of that, they want to just where you'll basically be running a server on your machine, and but you'll be the only one to connect to it, right?
Oh, okay.
But there'll be the option basically to have multiplayer where if you have the right ports or whatever open up and whatever, you'll be able to portal into someone else's world in the same way that you'll be able to portal into, say, onto Discover servers from the Shaftlands, possibly, if we set up the right connections.
Yeah.
Or so it's kind of like that Animal Crossing thing we talked about before, right? Or like where you can set it up and go, hey, let me come over and get your peaches.
That is going to be one crazy update when that happens. That's going to be so fun.
Yeah, can you imagine following someone not
awesome.
just around their world for things, but hey, follow me. Let's go through this portal that goes over here, and we can see the cool stuff over there.
It goes over to Wolves. So
you can send mail to yourself and your single player. Ooh, I got mail. Who is it from? It's from me. Awesome.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nice.
P.S. I just wanted to say you were awesome. Oh, thank you, me.
All right, here's last. We have P.S. Timeless asked this about YouTube. Do you guys have separate YouTube accounts? Yeah, we do, but we don't really do much on them, do we?
No, I put my kid videos up, my videos of my kids up.
Yeah, I put up old videos that I did when I was like 15 years old, and to put perspective, I'm three times that now, 4 times that.
The big stuff you're putting out on Dead Workers Party, right?
Yeah. I mean, but I'm Nailhead on YouTube. There might be some weird random stuff on there, and you care to
it's strange enough. My name is Wes Wilson on YouTube.
Wilson.
Yeah.
I think I'm Bcope16 on there, and I just have like old from my old band day videos.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to see me with floppy hair and bad bass playing,
that's spry.
Awesome.
Yeah, 200 pounds thinner.
And of course, youtube.com/Wolv21.
Oh yeah. The name I actually have instead of for Twitter.
Oh yeah, 21 Wolv.
21 Wolv on Twitter. It's so annoying.
Do you have more than one YouTube account? Do you have any more?
Yeah, I do. Well, the band's Twitter is Chamber TV. That has all the songs, live stuff, behind the scenes stuff. I do all the video editing over there. And then I have my full name, which everyone's going to know soon anyway because the guide's coming out and our names are on it. So that doesn't have that many videos on it now, but I probably will make that like almost like I'd want to do like a daily vlog, but I don't want to do too much more video editing because it's already a lot right now.
Yeah. No kidding.
But that link I'll eventually make public to everyone.
Very cool. All right. And that was it for listener contributions. And let's go on and move on to... Wait a minute. Is that someone knocking?
Housekeeping.
Go away!
Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
She's very tame.
Meat for pillow. Meat for pillow.
She's very tame tonight.
She got some last night.
Some mints, that is.
Yes.
So today in housekeeping, okay, so we're gonna record on Sundays from now on. What happened last week is we recorded on a Saturday, just
trial.
As a one-time thing. Yeah,
it was kind of a trial. We were trying to see. We want to go to the Saturdays, and we possibly will when we have the internet connection down here. The issue was just on Saturdays. There's a bunch of people at the mill where we broadcast out of, and since we're using wireless. Out here, there's a lot of people using the wireless out here, and so it's just not. We can't do it. So,
yeah,
we'll let you know when we change it.
But we got that question all through the week this week, and also again, we do this show on Sundays around 3 p.m. CST Central Standard Time,
which usually means 3:30 or 4. But
yeah, we're going to be streaming around then. We like to start streaming early just for fun. We're just goofing off, maybe 2 hours early, something like that. And we'll go late. We'll go till there's only like 10 people in the chat room, and we're just blabbering about whatever or singing songs.
Songs for hours.
Yeah, and a lot of our songs also kind of appear on YouTube. And if you are, feel free to record the show and put clips on YouTube. A lot of people ask us, like, is it okay
like
to...
the after show and the pre-show stuff?
Yeah, after show, pre-show stuff. So we're pretty much understanding that whatever we do in this room that's live streaming is free game. It's Creative Commons license type thing. Yeah, because I'm a lawyer and I know what I'm talking about.
And stuff.
So.
And things.
And poop. All right, then. So... What?
Yeah, and one more thing. Emails and private messages to ask to get registered for the server get deleted immediately. Like, they don't even get read. So, like, and we've been getting them to actually our company email address, which I'm not going to give out because the other guys are like, what are they talking about? When someone says, hey, can I get on y'all's server? And they're like, we don't want people on our server, thinking, you know, our web server or something. You know, they have no clue. So, just go the proper way. Just go to... really just go to theshaftpodcast.com and look in the sidebar and it'll tell you how to get registered. So do that. And sorry for the last week. I had some family issues, so I wasn't able to add people daily to the server. So I spent, what was it, Friday or Saturday? I forget, but had to put like 250 people on.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
So just be patient. I usually get people on within a day or two, sometimes within minutes.
Yeah, and if but messages, replies on Twitter asking, none of that's going to get you registered.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah, and it's not like we're punishing you. It goes in a place where it's too hard for us to keep track.
Yeah. We want all these requests in the same place so that we can handle them one at a time in an orderly fashion.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to pimp out our YouTube channel. If you simply go to youtube.deadworkers.com, it'll take you to our YouTube channel. And, of course, you can watch each of these shows there and subscribe so you don't have to remember when we put these shows out. But if you are a schedule-oriented person, then you can find these videos either Monday or Tuesday. It depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm editing all night and I'll put them out Monday, but I'll always put them out on Tuesday, no later than Tuesday. And also our Twitter feed is The Shaft Podcast. Follow us on Twitter, because if you don't, you're missing out on some of the experience. We tweet a lot of, just weird inside joke things, things that, shout outs to people giving us iTunes reviews, photos of us doing stuff, weird crap, promos, contests.
Sent out a new miners need cool shoes or wear cool shoes.
Cool shoes too.
Thing this week. So.
There's good things like periodically, we'll link stuff that's going on right then, like live streams and things like that, so that it's a good news thing.
Especially if we're
fastest news.
Yeah, exactly. And also follow 21 Wolv on Twitter. And that's his news outlet as well.
All the time.
Good place to go if you want to play with him, because you usually tweet. I mean, you're like, hey, I'm hanging out with so-and-so, and,
I did find one interesting Twitter. It carried a bunch of really great news. It was www.twitter.com/Wes Wilson. So if you want to add that one.
I tried it, but I didn't have any good luck with that one.
I thought Eric was kind of giving me the hint that maybe too many people were signing up for mine and not for the actual show. So I wasn't going to say at Brent Copeland. But, no, you forced me to.
I know.
I've got to say, Wolv, good luck on the guide. I hope that all works out perfectly. Definitely keep us informed on that. And thank you so much for coming to the show. We look forward to you guys coming on and talking with us. It's God, y'all are a nice breath of fresh air compared to these two jackholes that I have to talk to all the time.
Awesome.
Well, just look at this guy. Doesn't he just look like a jackhole?
Well, I guess that's it for the show.
Swedish fish for pillow.
First they're like da-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh yeah, is that how we go out?
You only did it like once.
Oh, that's the show.
Congratulations, you made it through The Shaft alive. See show notes and leave comments for this episode at theshaft.deadworkers.com. Send questions, comments, and audio to theshaft@deadworkers.com or leave us a voicemail at 256-812-1010.
Hey, this is Lee, and Minecraft stuck in my head so much that I gotta have more and more. Thank God for the Shaft Podcast to bring Minecraft to my ears when I can't play.
Dead Workers Party Network. There ain't no party like the Shaft Party.